Never those who's inviting me down there on such short notice. My schedule wouldn't allow it. I'm booked. Of course, if I want the loathing to 9, I could still be done in time. But what would I wear?
This tablecloth trick was not supposed to happen in a 2000 movie, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Jim Carrey just improvised. Or did he? For years, fans have debated whether this chaotic moment was a flash of comedic brilliance or a perfectly scripted plan. Let's uncover the truth behind one of the Grinch's most unforgettable scenes.
The flowers are still standing.
All right. You're a reindeer. Here's your motivation. Your name is Rudolph. You're a freak with a red nose and nobody likes you. Then one day, Santa picks you and you save Christmas.
It's the year 2000, and director Ron Howard is about to release a live-action adaptation of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Translating Dr. Seuss's whimsical world into something tangible was no easy feat. The sets had to capture the quirky essence of Whoville, the costumes needed to pop with Seussian flair, and the Grinch himself, well, that was an entirely different challenge.
He stood outside his cave, hating the Whos.
Alphabetically. Aardvarkian, Abacanesia who? I hate you! Hate. Double hate. Loathe entirely.
Enter Jim Carrey. Known for his larger-than-life energy and physical comedy, Carrey didn't just play the Grinch, he became the Grinch.
Oh. Ah. That's it, I'm not going.
Transforming into this mischievous, chaotic character wasn't just about memorizing lines. It required hours in makeup chair every day. Carrey once described the process as torture, likening it to a mental endurance test. In fact, the production brought in a consultant to teach Carrey techniques used by Navy SEALs to cope with discomfort. That's right, becoming the Grinch required military-level patience. And maybe that frustration added an extra layer of authenticity to his performance. For now, let's focus on the scene in question.
The Grinch!
The Grinch, in all his green fuzzy glory, decides to make a grand exit by yanking a tablecloth off a fully set dining table. To everyone's surprise, the dishes and decorations remain completely intact. For a split second, it feels like a miracle, and with one dramatic sweep of his arm, sends everything crashing to the floor. Plates shatter, glasses tumble. It's pure, glorious chaos. It's the kind of moment that feels too real to be planned. Sure, this was Jim Carrey's comedic brilliance at work, but was it improvised? Here's the twist. It wasn't. On page 85 of the screenplay, the entire sequence is meticulously described. The Grinch pulls a tablecloth, the dishes stay in place, then in a fit of frustration, he wipes everything onto the floor.
It's not a dress, it's a kilt! Sicko!
Every beat of chaos was mapped out in advance. But that doesn't mean it was easy to pull off. Think about the precision required for that tablecloth trick. The props team likely spent hours testing materials to make sure that the dishes wouldn't budge. And then there's the reset, rebuilding that perfect table setup after every take. One slip up, and it's back to square one. Someone once joked, the prop guy probably aged 10 years during that shoot. And honestly, that's probably not far from the truth.
Clearance sale. Everything must go.
But that's the magic of filmmaking. What looks like chaos on screen is often the result of meticulous planning and collaboration. The props team nailed the technical execution, the script provided the framework, and Jim Carrey brought it to life. His muttering, his sudden burst of frustration, it all feels so authentically Grinch that it's hard to believe it wasn't improvised. Now, let's take a step back and appreciate the broader effort behind this film. Creating Whoville wasn't just about building a set, it was about creating a world that felt alive. The team constructed an entire village, complete with winding streets, quirky architecture, and colors that popped right off the screen. Every detail was designed to reflect the whimsy of Dr. Seuss's original illustrations, while still grounding the Grinch's disdain for the holiday cheer surrounding him. And then there's the Grinch costume. Carrey's daily transformation was legendary.
My son died.
Not just about the time it took, but for the physical toll it exacted. Remember being covered head to toe in green fur and latex while trying to deliver a high-energy performance. It's no wonder that Carrey described the experience as one of the most grueling roles of his career. But knowing this adds a new layer to his performance. Every muttered complaint, every exaggerated motion, it wasn't just acting, it was catharsis. Over the years, this scene has become one of the most iconic moments in holiday movie history. Fans love its unpredictability, its sheer audacity, and it's not just because it's funny, it's because it's relatable. Who hasn't felt that holiday frustration when nothing seems to go as planned? Maybe it's the turkey that didn't thaw in time, or the string of lights that mysteriously stopped working. In those moments, we're all the Grinch, ready to flip the table and let the pieces fall where they may.
I haven't, honey.
Hello?
Is my Sub-Zero chiller running? I suppose.
Well, you better go catch it!
But here's a bigger question. Does it really matter if this moment was improvised or scripted? Some of the most beloved scenes in cinema history feel spontaneous, even when they're not. Take Harrison Ford's quick draw in Indiana Jones, born out of practicality when he was too sick to perform the planned fight sequence, or Heath Ledger's eerie clap as the Joker in The Dark Knight, a seemingly off-the-cuff gesture that perfectly captured his character's menace. What makes these scenes unforgettable isn't how they happened, it's how they made us feel. And that's the brilliance of the Grinch's tablecloth trick. Whether planned or not, it captures the essence of the holidays.
What are you talking about? No, it's insane. I can't do that. I swear.
Chaotic, unpredictable, and somehow still magical. It's a moment of controlled chaos that resonates with anyone who's ever felt overwhelmed during the season. And isn't that what makes the Grinch so relatable? Beneath all the mischief and mayhem, he's just trying to cope with a world that doesn't make sense to him. Something we've all felt at one time or another. Still, this scene wouldn't have worked without Jim Carrey's unique comedic instincts.
All right.
Consider his approach in other parts of the movie. Remember the scene where the Grinch directs Max the dog while planning to steal Christmas? That wasn't in the script. Carrey improvised the entire bit, mimicking Ron Howard's directing style, complete with a makeshift megaphone and exaggerated hand gesture. It was so funny that Howard decided to keep it in the final cut.
Brilliant! Why didn't I think of that? Cut, thread, check the gate, moving on.
This ability to blend structured storytelling with moments of spontaneity is what makes Carrey's portrayal so unforgettable. So let's talk about how this scene fits into the broader tradition of holiday movies. Think about other iconic moments. Kevin McAllister setting traps in Home Alone.
This is it.
Or Ralphie's BB gun mishap in A Christmas Story. These scenes all share a common thread. They take the stress and unpredictability of the holidays and turn them into something universally relatable and enduring. The Grinch's tablecloth trick is no different. It's not just about the chaos, it's about finding humor and magic in the moments when everything seems to go wrong.
I'm a psycho.
It's about finding humor and magic in the moments when everything seems to go wrong.
Somehow or other, it came just the same.
So, was the Grinch's tablecloth trick improvised? No, it wasn't. But does that make it any less brilliant? Absolutely not.
How could it be so?
It's a masterclass in how preparation, collaboration, and performance come together to create something timeless. The script laid the foundation, the props team ensured the precision, and Jim Carrey brought the chaos. Together, they created a moment that feels like pure holiday magic.
Merry Christmas, one and all!
Now it's your turn. Did you think this scene was improvised for today? What's your favorite chaotic holiday moment, on screen or real life? Drop your thoughts in the comment below, and if you enjoyed this dive into Grinchy goodness, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Because while the Grinch may have stolen Christmas, the laughs are ours to keep.